Good morning, good morning. Okay, we are here back to finish off Perek Gimel, or to continue in Perek Gimel. Mishna Yud Gimel. Hu Hayaimer, he used to say, Kol Sharuach HaBriyas Noich Ehemenu, if people are happy with one, then Ruach HaMakam Noich Ehemenu, then it means Hashem is happy with you. Because She'ena Ruach HaBriyas Noich Ehemenu, if people are not happy with you, people don't like you, then Ein Ruach HaMakam Noich Ehemenu, that means Hashem is not happy with you. So there's technically, we could say, we could explain this Mishnah in three different ways. Number one, we can explain it that you should go ahead and attempt to make people happy. Because if you make people happy, that's doing a mitzvah, Kiddush Hashem. People are going to say, wow, look at people who serve Hashem. And Memela, that itself is a mitzvah, that will make Hashem happy. There's a second, and similarly, if you do things that are bad, and you do things that are bad, it will make Hashem, it's a chil Hashem. So I think that's the way that Rabbi Yoina learns. Rabbi Yoina learns that Gufa, making people happy, is the thing that makes Hashem happy. Another mahalach is the Taisis Yontif learns that if you are a good person, then Hashem gives you charm. So it's more of an indicator in where you're holding in the eyes of Hashem. If you have people liking you, so then you can be it's a sign that you are, you are being liked by Hashem. According to this, imagine a person goes out and tries to please people. That's his whole, and he's somewhat successful. That's not a good. That not necessarily is it a sign then that Hashem likes you. That's like taking, you have an indicator in your gas tank. You have an indicator on your dashboard if you have gas. So like, oh, that tells me that if I have gas, so let me just move it there. Now I have gas. So obviously, if it just means if you're living life normally and you get that indicator that people like you, then you could say that Hashem likes you. And the third way is to say that that's more like a charm type of thing. Like if without trying people like you, so then it's an indicator that Hashem is giving you that charm. And a third way to learn is to explain, to say that if you are doing the right thing, you're honest, which is because the Torah says to be honest, and you're kind because the Torah says to be kind, and you're considerate of other people because the Torah says to be considerate of other people, and you don't tell lies, and you don't cheat, and you don't steal, and you don't make it chil Hashem, etc., then naturally people will like you, and you're not a bal gaiva, and you're not a bal kas, you don't have anger, you don't have you're a humble person, you have all the good midas that the Torah tells you, so then naturally you're going to be liked. And then, so therefore, it's not like a magical charm the way the Taisus Yantav learns, but rather, if you do something good, if you're a good person and you follow all the midas, you will naturally be a likable person. And then you can see that then that would be your ticket to Olam Haba. Of course, there are some times you got to stand up to the masses and say, I'm sticking up for Hashem. I think this is right, even though people are going to laugh at me. Let's say, example we always give. Let's say for whatever reason you hold, you want to take a stance. Your business is making a party, an office party on Shabbos. Like I can't go. Like everybody's gonna laugh at you. You're a party pooper. You're this. You're that. Listen, what can I do? I stand up for Hashem. It's very nice that So will people respect it? Hopefully. What happens if they don't? Listen, you still got to do what you got to do. You can't. We're not pandering to people just to make them happy. But if you keep on you keep a good path, and you keep all your midas in check, so then generally this is a good indicator. Mishna Yudaled, Rabbi Doisef ben Herkinus Omer Sheinus Shachris. If a person sleeps in the morning, in other words, he indulges in sleep. Morning is a time when you're awake, and there's no reason to be tired in the morning. We're not talking about the first 5 minutes after you get up, but 10 o'clock in the morning, the only reason you're going to sleep at that point, unless you really didn't sleep the night before, but the assumption is we're talking about not somebody who had the night shift. A regular person, he's just going for a morning siesta. That means he's indulging. He's doing pure indulgence. The yain shel tzarayim, and getting drunk in the afternoon, wine in the afternoon, but doesn't mean to wash down. It means, indulging in this world for no reason other than indulging in it. And so those two things we're going to see are metzinas adam and olam. Take away a person from the world. Of course, if a person goes ahead on Shabbos, he uses this world for the good thing, or he has a good marriage life, he has a good married life. All these things are good if used in the right time. And we say have an amazing Gashmias life. We're not condemning Gashmias, but if used improperly, and it's only for the Gashmias, a person should go to sleep and have a good, healthy sleep, but in order to serve Hashem better. If he's sleeping in the morning when he should be working for Hashem, then he's not using the Gashmias for Hashem, and that is a problem. That's Moitzinas Olam Olam. Another thing that's Sichas Yiladim, the idle chatter of children. You hear little kids talking, or yeshivas bati knesset shel am aretz, or just stam people schmoozing. You go to the corner of Devon and whatever, and you see a whole bunch of people. They're just sitting and you're like, okay, obviously they're waiting for something, and like you come back an hour later, they're still just sitting there. What's going on? So everybody has the need to relax, but just to sit and schmooze and schmooze and schmooze, that's mitzias adam and ilam. That takes a person away from this world. Now, it doesn't mean it's a death sentence. It means that you're wasting your life on this planet, which is so short. Tezvav, Rabbi Lazar Hamaydoi Omer Hamachalas HaKodshim. Somebody who is Mechalal Kodshim. The face is not the face is not a good word. He is Mechalal. It's like Mechalal Shabbos. He ruins it. I come up with a better word. Kodshim is he eats karbonis or things that are hektish improperly. And he disgraces the mayadis. He goes to work on chalamoid when there's no heter, or he totally disregards the chalamoid. Or somebody who goes ahead and embarrasses his friend publicly. Or somebody who goes ahead and is made for the bris of Avraham Avinu. The Gemara says this could be referring to somebody who is with a non-Jew, or it's the actual, what it means is somebody who goes ahead and performs an operation on himself where he stretches the skin, and therefore the skin of his, and therefore it looks like he has a foreskin and he doesn't have a bris. Or somebody learns up a sugya shalik halacha on purpose just to be mavaz the Torah. Of course, you make a mistake, but somebody is megal Torah shalik halacha, just to explain the Torah differently. Even though he has Torah and good deeds under his belt, he does not have a chelik in the next world. And the reason is because he takes all of these holy things and he twists them around. He goes ahead and he's made for the bris of Avraham Avinu, and he takes all these things. And as far as I understand, this is not a one-time, he had a major nisoyon, and I'm saying this without, saying mafarshim, so it could be I'm wrong, but he had a one-time nisoyon, like a major, a deal or something like that, and it was his taiva for money that won over, the chalamoid. I don't know if that's mavazas amayadis. Mavazas amayadis is like he treats yantif like it's a chalamoid, it's nothing. It's a and malbadas penei and made for brisa shel Avraham Avinu. These things are not yarg val yavar, but it means that you're just mavazit. I don't think it's special to have a bris. I don't think it's special to be part of the Jewish nation. It means I disgrace all the words of Torah. I'll do what I want with the Torah. I'll twist it and to mean whatever I want. And again, we're not talking about a Sheva Brachas drasha here, where a guy is trying to come up with a gematria. We're talking about a person who does what he wants and twists the Torah to suit his needs. So nothing is sacred. If nothing is sacred, then there's no Olam Haba. And Tezayin, Rabbi Shmuel Amar have a kalaresh, be quick to serve those who are higher than you. V'noyach and pleasant l'tishcheres to those who are younger. You don't have to be quick to serve them, but you got to be pleasant to them. Be pleasant. And greet everybody with joy. This is different than greet everybody with a nice smile. This is greet everybody with joy. Another meetup. All right, we'll stop over here. Have an amazing day, Rabbi.